I visited Japan.
I visited Japan. I visited Japan, and here is what I saw.
Japan is the land of the rising sun. Back in the 16th century, this country has been secluded from the rest of the world, which is why it has unique customs, traditions, and beliefs.
What values are highly cherished by Japanese people? And how do they express these values in their social interactions?
People in Japan highly value social harmony, hard work, and most especially respect. People usually start their conversation with a bow, which signifies respect to the other person. And they do this to show humility and modesty.
What are some of the customs and practices related to hygiene and cleanliness that Japanese people follow in their daily lives?
Aside from the traditional vows, there are a lot more customs in Japanese people practice. They are obsessed with hygiene, so they take off their shoes when inside houses and temples. They usually wear a mask when they are sick and symbolically wash their hands when entering shrines. Also, their streets and canals are usually very clean and it's pretty impressive.
When visiting Japan, what are some important cultural taboos or things you should never do as mentioned by the main character?
If you are to visit Japan, here are the things you should never do, my friend. First, write someone's name in red ink. Second, excuse me, speaking on the phone while on the street or on a public transport. And then, third, eating while on the street or on a train. And taking or giving something to a person while using one hand. That's a big no-no for them. And also, if you are in Japan, always arrive on time on all of your meetings.
What are some of the popular foods in Japan? And what etiquette should you keep in mind when using chopsticks?
Talking about the food, the rice and sushi are on the top of the list. They also have ramen noodles that is the crowd's favorite, and they typically use chopsticks when eating. Just remember, never give someone food using chopsticks because they usually do it during funerals and they say that it brings money.
How do traditional Japanese dining settings differ from modern ones, and what are tatami mats used for?
Traditional Japanese usually sit on the floor while eating. They use mats called tatami mats and small tables for dining. Most Japanese homes adopted a Western dining practice nowadays, but some homes and restaurants still use the tatami mats and small tables.
Why is the tea ceremony significant in Japanese culture? And what values does it promote?
Also, tea ceremony is highly valued in Japan. They do this to create bonding between the host and the guest and to gain inner peace amongst themselves. This is very important for the Japanese people because they practice silence, respect, mindfulness, and symbolic purification. Today, Japanese tea ceremony is also considered as a form of art.
They are wearing the traditional Japanese clothing called kimono. It is a one-piece garment made out of silk, and each motif or pattern imprinted has a symbolic meaning. Nowadays, they only use kimonos for social occasions and special ceremonies.
What are some of the festivals celebrated in Japan? And how do they contribute to the country's vibrant culture?
Japanese people are very festive people. They celebrate Ubun holiday where they visit their hometowns to commemorate the spirits who pass away. They also have Cherry Blossom Festival where they have simple picnics under the cherry tree and so much more festivities.
What superstitions are prevalent in Japanese culture? And what do they believe about certain numbers, directions, and nighttime activities?
Japan believes in a lot of superstitions. They think number 4 is bad luck because it sounds like death in their language. Also, sleeping facing the north brings bad luck because funeral houses place the deceased facing the north. And lastly, cutting the fingernails at night will set a curse to the family.
こんにちは。こんにちは。さようなら。
はい、こんにちは。はい、こんにちは。
こんにちは。こんにちは。さようなら。さようなら。
こんにちは。こんにちは。さようなら。さようなら。こんにちは。さようなら。こんにちは。
さようなら。
こんにちは。こんにちは。さようなら。こんにちは。
さようなら。こんにちは。さようなら。またお待ちしております。
はい、こんにちは。こんにちは。さようなら。さようなら。さようなら。さようなら。